All right, family. So we want to welcome you to Hypes Media. My name is Isaac, and today we are privileged to have one of the biggest superstars in the history of gospel music by name Erabna. Erabna, you're
Isaac,
welcome.
thank you very much.
How has the journey been?
It's been good with grace. It's been smooth with the eyes of human. It's been hard, but God has been faithful. How are you?
I'm doing good. We see you go and come, go and come. How do you do it?
Hi. It's just about planning and management.
Mm,
Bible says that by wisdom a city is built,
mm.
and by understanding it is sustained. So it's just a matter of having wisdom on what to do and when to do what. And it's just by the grace of God to be
Okay,
going.
wait, thank God. We know you from Ajimin days. Take us through your journey. How did it all start?
So I have been singing since childhood. I'm sure you've heard
Mm,
that from everybody else. Been singing since childhood. I remember in uh, class five, so we say year five, class five. I I was singing solo and all of that. But in 2005, I I made a weird decision to go to the studio. It wasn't really planned. I
mm,
think it was an accident or something. What I think.
mm.
So I went to the studios of Nasi to make my song professionally. I was in the studio for 3 years, the ups and downs, looking for a manager, looking for a producer, and all that, because I went unprepared, unadvised, uninformed. So after 3 years in the studio, um, I was supposed to be helped by somebody in my family. So Nasi with Mr. Kable went to talk to him to help me then. It was supposed to be that 100,000, so 10,000 cities
10,000.
now to produce the song. The person gave us a go ahead to start preparation towards it. He'll give us the money. It was supposed to be in August. And when August came, the person said, I'm not doing again. So by then, Nasi had put in his money already. We'd gone out to buy stuff, started shooting video with Makuli and all that.
Were you disappointed?
I was and I still am.
Mm.
But you know that Bible says that all things work together
Together
for
for our
good.
good.
And I'm happy he didn't help. Because as I sit here, I keep saying that nobody can say I made Irabna.
Mm.
Sometimes God wants to take the glory for himself and he will stop. There are people that would want to share his glory with him. He said, my glory I share with no
No
one.
one.
And I know sitting here, if I look back, I know that person would have claimed glory. But glory to the Most High God. Nobody has a hand in this beauty that he's working out of me. So from that time, we released that Jimmy 2009.
And it was huge.
Huge. I didn't even expect that. So the song became huge when I didn't even know.
Mm.
So I was a star without knowing. And the reason people hardly knew my face was because of the incident surrounding the production.
Mm.
So Nasir's money had gone into it already. So when he said no, then Nasir had to do what he can do to get his money back. So man's got to do what man's got to do.
Wow.
And he did it. And then the song went boom, even without the video.
Video.
So from then, the song became a big one, even when the video was not out. And for the reason we didn't do more of video promotion. Here we are.
So after enjoying the fame, the stardom, then you went to hibernation.
It is like Eve eating the apple
What happened?
because because I tasted stardom, I tasted the limelight, and I tasted the fulfillment of doing what makes
Mm.
you happy. Music is I keep saying that music is that go to that is always there when nobody is there. So after Ajiminkwa, the Kama Kama album, 2009,
No.
2013, I released a second album on my own strength and some family
Help.
support, but it didn't go well, in fact. And then it was
Is it that
hard.
you didn't meet the right people to help you on that project?
Um, if I look back, I'll think that there was not good planning, there was not good management, and I
Mm.
was not in a good position because even at that time, I wasn't mentally okay. I
Mm.
was going through a lot already. And I say that planning is very vital to
Mm.
success.
Yeah, that's true.
Comparing what I have today, comparing what I know today to what I had then and what I knew then. Um, if I had the help and the support and the team I have now, then it would be great. But I'm thinking also that Bible says in Isaiah chapter 60, verse 22, he says, when the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen. So that time wasn't right. I'll just say, so it's not just the people or the bad planning or the strategies that were not good. It was just that it was not timed. It was not timing. It was not his timing. That's all.
So after 2013, your
Hmm.
second album.
But another one, I didn't give up. Last shot. It was hard, but 2016,
Mm,
I released a third album. I called it All I See. I don't want to wait for anybody to tell me I'm a good
mm,
songwriter because I am.
mm,
I'm a very good songwriter and composer. I sing from my life experience with grace and mercy. So I sing from a deep place. So the songs were good. The album was good, but still, it didn't go. Even that one was worse. Even that one was worse. It didn't go anywhere. So from that time, I decided it's over. I was tired of trying, and it looked as if everything I save goes into music and doesn't come back to me. And I am very hardworking. I am very too. So I was doing a lot of other things. So I'm thinking if I put this money I've put in music that didn't come back into selling something else, bags of rice, forks, anything, ice creams I did before, I thought I would have gotten the money back. But I didn't know that he said, who says, Lamentations chapter 3, verse 37 says, who says and it comes to pass when the Lord has not commanded? So it was just his timing. That one too.
mm.
So then I said, it's over.
Oh,
It's,
you
it's,
finally gave up
it's done deal. It won't work. If it won't be, it won't be. Just leave it. And that was when I gave up on music,
music.
like totally. I was looking for any other ways to make things happen for me but music.
I know you to be a very, very good songwriter.
I am.
So during the time of your hibernation, were you still writing songs for other
Some
people?
of the yes, if I say yes, yes, but I won't mention anybody's name
Mm,
because none of them has named me as their songwriter. So I write songs even in those times. What I do is I write songs with my life. See the way I'm happy this
mm,
moment. If I open my mouth, I'll sing happy songs to you,
mm,
and that's it. So I was still writing songs. I was still writing songs, giving to some people. I had a manager that was taking songs from me
mm,
for his artists and other people. So I was still writing. I just decided I thought I might if it's not picking for me, I might as well just sell it
get
and
your
finish the
money.
money and that's it. That's what I thought. But so I was still writing.
So what made you finally decide to come back again? What was the motivational factor?
Heaven.
Heaven.
Heaven rescued me. God rescued me when I was at my deep ends and I thought all hope was lost. So I always say that I sing hope and peace in Christ and I mean
Mm,
it. I was at that point, I thought nothing was going to work for me. I thought that that was the end of the journey for me. So I'm talking to you, whoever you are watching me. If you think it's the end of the journey for me, for you, I'm here to remind you of someone who hasn't even started with you yet. So I decided I wasn't doing music again. But the songs won't stop coming, like you know. So the songs kept coming. And then this particular song thus far, it was a beautiful piece that came all of a sudden. So one of the days, Sha
mm.
sent me a message and said, "I want to talk to you." And then when I called him, he says, "Ewura Abena, na ɛretɔ no wo nnwom nyinaa. Base wa, ɛtɔ no wo nnwom nyinaa." So literally, he's been the one working on those songs that were
Songs
bought for
for
me.
people.
Yes. And I said, Sha. In my head, I was just saying something for him to stop talking about it. And I said, Sha, and your papa na kasa wa get current ones there. I just said that so that he would stop bothering me. And then he started talking and said, he doesn't know why. And then my mother had died. So I'd made up my mind
Mm,
not to come to Ghana again. The reason was that I wanted to live in a denial.
mm.
I didn't want to
State, yeah.
see my mother's graveside to say that, oh yes, she's dead. I wanted to think that, oh, I left my mother in Ghana. The last time I saw my mother was 2019 and she's still there. So coming to Ghana will make me face reality, but
Mm.
something I wasn't ready for. So my coping mechanism that time was to just behave like nothing happened, never come to Ghana. So thinking of music in its sense made me think that, "No, I have to go to Ghana. I'm
Mm.
not ready for it." And then Sha said, "Oh, Dame Beye." And
Mm.
he talked to me. Funny enough, soon as Sha finished talking to me, somebody else, who is now my manager,
Oh.
got in
In
touch
touch.
with me and said, "Is this an essay releasing you more?"
Oh.
And it was funny because I knew this person through my music
Mm.
years back, and he wanted us to do music, and I said, "Fine, that's New Star Records,"
Mm.
and that's the beginning of the greater things he's doing here. So he rescued me and pushed me into rescuing others through music. So yeah,
Nti wohwɛ mu paa then you're coming back, you deciding to do music professionally again, no? And ɛrebɛtɛ wo to the new Arabna we are seeing.
the new Arabna came to rebut the song because I've had songs. I have songs. If you see the new me, um, I was scared of starting things.
Mm.
I had that weakness and I was clingy. So I keep saying that I could have a friend. I know
Mm.
this friend is terrible, but the fact that I have to leave this friend and look for a new friend was a big deal for me. That's the reason why when my mother died, I was clinging on to old memories
Oh,
and I'm saying
memories,
she's
yeah.
still there. So in my quest to move forward, I had to face my fears. I cut my hair to start all over again. I did a lot of things to start all over again. Then I said to me, there were times because in my quest to make it in the music industry, I thought, oh, this one is doing this. Maybe that's why she's doing well. Oh, that one is doing that. Maybe that's how he's doing well. So I was just mixing up everything that would work for me. The singing voices that were not mine,
Mm.
singing ways that were not mine. But in my next life, this was what I thought.
Mm.
My mother died, and a lot of things changed
Changed.
with me. Because now I'm not that little girl that is protected by mommy.
Mm.
Auntie Mary is not there. Now I'm that big woman that has two children to protect.
Mm.
I'm that big woman that has big ministry to protect. So if I am coming, I want to come like this. I told my manager, when my manager came,
On
met
board.
me, I had my hemmed hair and the rastas, and I told him that I want to go natural. I want to start over again. It was one of the ways to face my fears because I was scared of starting things. And so when I told him, he wasn't too sure what I wanted to do. So I say it here today. I had a vision of what I wanted my hair to be
To
like,
look like.
but I didn't have a firm idea. Then one day I went on Facebook and I chanced on him you give to Auntie's picture.
Mm.
And I said, manager, see in American teen, see in American say no. This is how it will be
And
like.
how was
And
his
I said,
reaction?
and he said, no, then that's fine. So he allowed me because all that time I had the braids on. But in my head, if I remove the braids, I'm going to cut my hair off and start going natural. And then I started. So coming back was like, when Naaman went into the river and came out whole, that was me. So coming out of the trauma of loss, of disappointment,
Everything.
and everything that happened to me, I'm coming out with a new person. So I keep saying that my mother's death rebirthed something in me that I didn't think I had. So that's the reason for the rebirth. And if you see the Rebirth album has everything that I can do. I am a
Mm.
very good songwriter and composer. It's on there. You will
Mm.
see from the songs. I have very beautiful voice. I'm at that point of my life that I don't wait for somebody to tell
To
me, hey,
tell you
Rabna, where are you?
you are good at
Because
this,
I went
yes.
so down that when you give me compliments, oh, why for? Then I'm doubting in my head. I
Mm.
went down. I had a low moment to the point that when you're saying good things about me, I'm thinking before I enter this place, I'm thinking they are talking about me.
Mm.
This is what my mental health got that bad. So I am at that point in my life that I don't need recognition to feel important. I don't need somebody's
Word to, yeah.
validation. This is where I am. So I came with this, and I've been like this. This hair, I do cornrow. I can leave my hair anyhow I want. Like you see this one today, I've done normal cornrow and I'm hooded up, and I don't care. So long as I feel good and I'm happy and I'm in the right of God, that's it. And that's the reason for the rebirth. A new me,
It's born.
just the way you see it.
So after releasing Rebirth album, we saw you doing a concert, a musical concert to
Mm,
release the album.
mhm.
How was the concert?
It was marvelous. It was beautiful. This is the doing of the Lord, and it's marvelous. It was beautiful to think that after years and years, I've never had a main concert like
Mm.
this. I've had luncheon and all that. I mean, we didn't see it. The biggest luncheon I had was at Jimmy, but after it,
Mm.
it's been not
Ooh.
good. But this far, and I've been in outside the country for that long, and I saw the beautiful love poured on me. And after that day, lots of them have never left me, and they are warriors, and they are supporting me. Oh, it's the beginning of a beautiful thing. I still say I loved what happened. So much love, so much support, and I saw God do His own thing in people's lives, and I was happy.
I was discussing with someone today that if there's any award that we call Digital Promoter of the Year, that should
Now
be.
read that. I take down.
How do you do
Come
it?
down. Come down.
How do you?
Obi unemployed now, it's just me. It's just me. It wasn't like this is how it started.
Mm.
My management had this strategy. When the beginning they said to do this, do video, not me hurry.
Mm.
Because I am still moving out of that old
Ooh.
person. So when my chains were broken,
Mm.
me, today I've gone to the market, I've gone to Kabish market everywhere.
Ooh.
Now I see it as a ministry.
Mm.
So I don't see myself, I say it and I mean it. I don't see myself as just a gospel artist.
Artist.
I'm a gospel artist and a gospel content creator.
Mm.
The reason is that somebody wakes up in the morning and feels sad and is going on
Mm.
TikTok and should meet my song, my video, and feel changed,
Okay.
feel
Yeah.
touched. The Lord Almighty's hand should touch him through my songs. And as I stand in that, as some in the UK, in the open, people will be looking at me and
Mm.
will be shooting the videos and all that. And I tell myself, as I'm singing, even though they don't, the other time I went to this alphabet people's place, so you see their flags and all that.
Mm.
And I'm thinking to myself, as I'm singing, let somebody hear Christ and
Mm.
change. My agenda is spiritual, I keep saying. So everything um, I do with a different intent. You do it for just promotion, but I do it for promotion
Mm.
and rescue. I'm on a rescue mission.
Mm.
So, content, you need it. I take it. I do it unapologetically. Name it
I
there.
see.
So,
Yeah, I would near the mouth.
I'm with the mommy.
I see the
Heaven,
mouth.
I'm mommy.
Heaven and mouth. But they say nipa nso yɛ science
Oh
near
my
G2
God.
because
People do it now.
every day, just a day when releasing content on all your platforms, need too.
So if I'm praying every day, this is my ministry. Isaac, this is my ministry.
And these
This
are
is my mission.
wonderful content too.
Make it shut up, account.
Crystal clear. And this sounds so down.
When you see, because something should, this is our God.
Mm.
Bible says that in His own time He makes all things
Beautiful.
beautiful. So He's a God of beauty.
Mm.
He says, "I'll give you beauty for ashes." So the beauty should attract you. See, I'm selling Christ for free. The packaging should count. The quality should count. The quantity should count. And see, all of this is important to me. So if you see a rubbish video, so it is not about the glamour for me,
Mm.
like it's not just about the glamour. But when you see the video, you should want to see how it ends. So
Okay.
I love it.
Maya walking through Rebirth album, no? 9-track album.
So the first one is the intro,
Mm.
and that intro is what I wrote down myself. And I called up Pagina and I said, "Would you recite it for me?" And he said yes. So that first one is also to encourage because my name is
Mm.
Irabna. I call myself the warrior queen. Battles have come, but Yahweh has helped me and I won. Second one is my confidence. I did it with Adley this year. That song came into me when I had been off work for a long time and I was going into my first job. As we were doing the training, it was a bit overwhelming for me and it was hard. So I thought I couldn't do it. Then only for me to start singing in my spirit and this song came. So so my
Mm.
confidence came. And then No One But You. No One But You is an old song.
Ooh.
It was supposed to be on the last album I had before
Your
Rebirth.
third album.
Yes, the
Okay.
third album, and then we left it, and then it came here. So it's an old song. It was one song that it was hard for me, but it was song I played in my car to revive
mm,
my heart. Then it comes to Yehovah. That song was just my mother's inspiration. Uh, Enare hoyenka Swami si enkao. Emrebi beba mama siribi. Ochina bedo dameka. Mina Mary ne kana semse. Mi pa bebo mi benya botre. Emrebi beba masirifwa besrewo wonsem. Yo ane obua for mi be. So that song was inspired by my mother's counsel. Bible says that in the multitude of counsel there is safety. The next one everybody knows is this far. This far was birthed from a very deep place of groaning. So this far, and then it comes to warrior. Warrior, I had warrior at a point. I was afraid of a decision I had made. All of a sudden, I feel like, did I do right? Did I not do right? And then I had reasons to tell myself that you did right,
mm,
because there is no how you feel your generation. I told myself I have got my children to think of, and it's even if there's anything going wrong in my family and in my life, it has to end with me.
mm,
So I did a warrior to encourage myself that I can't give up. And when I look back from where I've come from, it's not somewhere I want to go back. I may not be where I want to be, but I'm definitely not at
where
where
you
I
used to
used
be.
to be. So I want to go on. And then it comes to faithful. Faithful is also an old song that came to me at my lowest. I a part of me was feeling a bit disappointed. Then I reminded myself of the word of God. There's a major thing with me with song composition. It's just the Bible verses I weave
Mm,
together, and then put my experience on it. So I had faithful, and then it comes to show them. Show Them is also an old song. Was supposed to come on my
previous
third
album as
album.
well.
Yes, the previous one. Show Them came to me. It was a prayer I was praying to God. I was using First Kings chapter 18, verse 36 down, and I was praying to God. Elijah said, "God of Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, show them today that there is a God in Israel, and I have done all this according to your word." He says, "Answer me, Lord, that these may know that you are God, and you're turning their hearts back to you." I pray this prayer because at a point in time, if I touched this, there was what man would say, "Emfa,
Mm,
negu, ampa," and it looked as if people were predicting my failure, and it was working. And I prayed to God, and He heard me, and my life has changed. Then it comes to "it is finished." "It is finished" is just the summary of the cross, the finished work on the cross. It's just the totality of the gospel in one song. Everything you need in Him is provided. When Jesus said "it is finished," He meant every bit of my problems. So that's what I want people to know, that we just forfeit peace when we carry the cross on our own. We are taken care of. I have a song I call "I'm Sorted." It is all done. I've been now.
wow, such a beautiful nine-track album you have.
Yes, it is.
And then I remember time I will release it. This part was doing so well on the Ghanaian musical market, even
Mm,
across the globe.
yeah.
And Anje no release it is finished.
Yeah. Bible
And
says that
people
as
had
many
problem
as
with that
I do not even care. Bible says as many as are led by the Spirit,
spirit.
they are the sons and daughters of God. Bible says that you will hear a voice behind you saying, "Take this path, for this is the right path." Bible says that the steps of the righteous are ordered
Ordered
by
by
God.
God.
Trust in the Lord with all your might and lean not on your own understanding. So long as heaven says do it, it was meant for a purpose. It was supposed to be released on that Easter Friday last year, and it came. It is not about what people think. I'm done thinking of what people think. Bible says that if a man's ways please God, he makes even his enemies
Mm,
to live in peace with him. So if you're messing up, if you think you are my enemy, I don't have to worry about you. So long as I please God, by the time you know what you were meant to kill me, you will turn to love me. God said to do it, and we did it. It's not about the trend and the fame. It's about His glory to be revealed. He said, "Leave this thing, do it the way I want." And it's there, and it's working. Whoever knows what "it is finished" is doing will know that it is working.
mm,
I've come to realize that um, You cannot starve the one Jehovah is feeding by
Mm,
himself. If men made you, men will break you. So I sit here and say that I do not want to be made by man because man, nipa ho fono, somebody can be pushing you, helping and pushing you. The next moment, somebody else is there, go push you for. So who is your source? Where is the foundation? Bible says that if the foundation is broken, where will the righteous stand?
mm,
Bible says that he that breaks the fence shall be beaten by the serpent. The fence is important. I have decided in my life in this ministry that I will go far if I'm following the Father. I
mm.
cannot go further without the Father.
Right. Wow, that was powerful.
Yay.
I cannot go far without the Father.
No, can't.
Serious bars.
Yeah.
God bless you.
Without Jesus, you just be here. You can't go anywhere. You can't go anywhere.
I see that translates in everything you do as well
Yes.
because a way of dressing as well. A lot of people had issues with that as well,
Still, I
but
feel
now they are falling in love
they,
with it.
they are loving it. They will love it. You see, and I don't blame people who were not happy with my dressing. When people are used to say akoko, what a tree akoko, if a chicken is tied to a tree or something, by the time you cut off the thread, still, wotwa ahoma no koraa ne werɛ afi sɛ na ɔdan so gyina hɔ. People get accustomed to things. And if I had a problem with starting things, I have to be patient with people that
Mm,
they should have a problem with change. Change
yes.
is not easy for everybody.
Yes.
This is what consistency. I keep posting. I say consistency because me, I'm consistent. If I like you, I have to consistently show you that I like you. If I
Okay.
love you, I have to consistently show you.
So
And this is who I am. Consistently, I'll show you who do I like. I will make it clear. Anyhow, I want to hoodie. I'll hoodie you. This is how I am. This is how somebody came on some of my posts and say, even if you want to do a cut and dye it, you say, hey, imagine. So somebody says dye, somebody says braid it, somebody says tie it, somebody says. So if you live like that, obey the wind, you'll be
mm,
wasted. Into the Bible say, a double-minded person is an abomination to the Lord, and He will spew you out.
mm.
Me, I don't want to be spewed. They loving it. You love it? Good.
Jesus girl.
That's all.
Now, Erapa, maybe so. Who say who promote Warrior part of your Rebirth album? Who say why your
Yes.
other ones show them? But
Mhm.
as we speak,
Warrior.
Warrior.
Yes, so it's a beautiful album that we think that no song on it should go with. And since the open one we're pushing it all. Now we're doing the Warrior. And see there's a beautiful stuff lined up for it. We've got warriors. I have a community. We call ourselves the Warriors, community of Ewura Abena, a fan base. So I don't have fans, I have warriors. We have Facebook groups, WhatsApp groups, and all that. So these people are pushing the gospel with me, and these warriors are being told and taught to understand that life's battles will come, but one with God is majority. So warrior is just supposed to push that agenda that you can't just give up in the face of trials. You are a warrior. So we're doing a lot. Videos coming through. They should let them just wait for it. The things that are coming for warrior are beautiful. We got beautiful videos, beautiful concepts, and beautiful stuffs coming.
Okay. Then I also saw a video, a snippet of uh, one of the songs performing at your musical concert, the
Yeah,
Rebirth launch.
yeah. So during the Rebirth launch, I did live performances of all the songs on the album, all I think, and then some old songs just as a reminder. And management thinks that it is good to share it because people have kept asking
Mm,
us for it. So Thursday, 30th of May, we're dropping the Nokwafo, and it's beautiful. Nokwafo was taken from Romans chapter 3, verse 4. It's just to say that all men are liars, forget it. Whatever God says, that's the only thing that comes to pass. So it's just a prophetic declaration from the Bible on our lives.
okay. A lot of people have had a lot of issues. They've lost hopes from their family members, their friends, and every person around them, and they think all is lost. Any message you want to put across to such people who think all hope is lost?
Bible says that in Jesus said in this life. You'll face trials and tribulations. But beautiful thing is, behold, I have overcome the world. Whoever tells you that being a Christian exempts you from trials and troubles of life is a liar. And you're not going through all those things because you have sinned against God. No. You're going through it because it's part of life. Life brings all those things, and it's for God's glory to be revealed. I have seen people disappoint me and betray me and all that. And later on, I'm happy that they did. So I say that sometimes God allows people to disappoint us or fail us or betray us just because He has a better plan for us. So whatever you're going through, I promise you, it only gets better. If ever you think that it is all gone and lost, remember Irabna. I say sitting right before you is a once drowning soul that was rescued by grace and mercy. And I promise you, it only gets better. You will look back on these days and say, God, I am happy I wasn't happy at that time because it pushed me to do what I did now. And what I have now is because I did what I did. Stay strong in the Lord. Bible says that, and David encouraged himself in the Lord. It is well with your soul. All is
You know you can't come here without singing
well.
everyone's favorite, this part.
If every pain we go through in this life left as a scar, I wonder how I would have looked like. You will be running away from me, 'cause I'll be scary by now. Oh, the things I have seen, my mouth cannot say, and the pains I have felt, this tongue cannot tell. And soon you chino me da sumitin kwamwai. Nina chino me da sumi won kwantia e na dumo. God bless you. Bless you too.
Amen. Your social media handles.
Okay, so I encourage every one of you to keep streaming my songs. If you go onto YouTube, Boomplay Audio Mac, my Rebirth album is a pack of bliss. It will bless you. Get yourself a copy. Just sit down, relax, and soak in it. If you need anybody to talk to, I'll be happy to talk to you. If you go onto Facebook, I am Erabna Ewura space Abena. I also have Irabna Music. My music is Musiq. I have Irabna Music on Instagram, on TikTok, on X, and on Threads. Wherever you want to connect with me, please do follow me on all the social media handles. I post beautiful stuffs to encourage and uplift your spirit. I speak the mind of Christ. I sing hope and peace in Christ. And that's all I do, and I love it. So I would love to interact with you. Follow me.
Okay. This year is an election year in Ghana. Finally,
Yes,
finally, before you
finally.
go. And I'm so particular about the youth. Any message you want to put across today?
Bible says that let this mind of Christ be in you. That mind of Christ was humility. Whatever you do, whatever you say, whatever you think, may the humility of heaven overflow you. Think of everyone else and not just you. Bear in mind that this life is just what we see here. The better ones are behind. Do not use today's bread to mess tomorrow's
Mm.
plantation. I beg of you. Bible say, "Aduane nti nsɛe Nyame adwuma." Do not do things that will make people lose their lives, make things go hard just because of today's bread. There is more to come. Be safe, stay safe, be good.
Thank you so much for
Thank
coming.
you for having me. God bless you.
God bless you too. All right, family. This has been Chat with Sir with your brother and your friend Sir Isaac. And my guest has been Erabna, gospel artist. I'll see you again in another episode. See you. God bless you.